Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Butcher3 and in today's video I'm gonna be talking you about the WZ-135 GFT aka WZ Blitz. This tank is coming with an offer of 9,400 season coins. With this offer you're gonna get the tank, the garage slot and 9 equipment slots, so a fully equipped tank. Plus 50 rare gold boosters that will earn you between 500 and 1000 gold, 10 certificates and an Eye of the Dragon epic avatar that anybody would wish to have and leave it in the storage. But then, what we can say about this tank? First of all, it's a pretty looking tank. It's very nice with this camo with the dragon, the flames on the barrel, a dragon on the side of the hull. I mean, it's not a bad looking tank. But what interests us much more are the stats about it. So let's have a look straight to the Blitz stats. And here we are on Blitz stats. As you can see, the first big issue on this tank is the DPM. As you can see, it stays at the bottom of the list compared to all the other TD on the same tier. It got a great alpha damage, 400, and if you go for the HE, you're going to go up to 500 damage, but the reload time, it's awful, at 10.95 with standard shell and 11.77 if you are running the calibrated shells, which I would suggest you, because another thing that is not really going for it is the penetration. It's pretty average, and going for the calibrated shells you're gonna get that 10mm more that would help you in any situation. Even the shell velocity, as you can see, it stays at 800, which is still the bottom of the list, and rise up at 1000 just running the APCR. The only good thing instead about the penetration, it stays on the HE. That stays at 64mm, which is the top compared to all the other TDs on the same tier. If we move to the weapon handling, you will see the aiming time is great at 1.36, top of the list compared to the others, but then the dispersion, it stays opposite at the bottom at 0.371, which is pretty damn awful. Then we got the depression, it's average at 8 degrees, and the elevation at 10 degrees, which in some cases can become an issue. When you need some elevation, maybe you are climbing backwards on some hills to have a better view, and yeah, that 10 degrees are going to limit you a lot. Then we have the aiming arc, which gives you 40 degrees towards the left and the right, just like a grill playstyle. But then with the movement and mobility, here comes what is good really about this tank. It got a top speed of 50 km forward and 20 backwards, which allowed you to pull out and go back into cover very quick. The engine power is fine, and the power to weight ratio also, it stays almost at top compared to the other TDs. So overall, the most skill of this tank is on the movement and mobility. Another thing is not clearly indicated on Blitz stats is the hull turn rate. If the tank is very quick forward and backward, this doesn't mean it's gonna turn very quick, and in fact this tank lacks a lot on the hull turn rate, which makes me suggest you to go for the improved control rather than the engine accelerator on the equipment. The last good thing about this tank is the shape. As you can see, the turret and the hull are diagonal, and when you are working some ridges, they can randomly bounce some shots, which is pretty damn nice. And that's pretty all about it. Now let's have a game and let's see how does it perform. Alright, now I'm gonna show you one video from me playing on Wotb. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna show you one replay because I've been trying so hard to take a decent video for you, or try anyway to record while commentating, and even if I was going to perform very well, I had some battle when I even dealt something like more than 3k damage, but then it ended up like losing on caps, or I got destroyed because the tank, because of its DPM, is not gonna carry the battle at all. So I want to show you one video where you could see most of the things that we just discussed at least without lose. You know. Here we go with the first shot on the agent with an HE on the side, 509, not a bad roll for it. Now we have a P43, I'm very curious to know what he's doing actually, because he's pushing like 3 tanks in front of him. I was trying to go for the hatch, but yeah, nothing. Then yeah, I'm just ignoring the AMX 1375 because I see it busy and I crash on the butt of an SU-100. Pretty funny. But yeah, I would see if I could have a good view from the top of this ridge. One suggestion: if a tank is backing up practically dead from a certain spot, yeah, it's not a good idea to take the same spot. Probably there is somebody sniping there, and in fact that's what is going to happen. I'm gonna take a shot right now from an unspotted Nashorn. Here we go, 265. I was going for a blind shot, but then I said, okay, let's back up. Taking another one. Was not necessary to take that shot, but you know. Even if this tank got 20 kilometers backwards, yeah, was not really enough to avoid that shot. So I thought, okay, I'm going to give some support to my teammates because they did an average good work, but yeah, that was not that healthy. Here I go for, a PCR on the 88, which is one tier lower, so I could pan. Other than that, I could not at all. Here comes the Sherman Firefly with an HE on the side. Bye bye, Firefly, you didn't fly away. But yeah, and I'm going for the 88. Now you will see something particular about this tank that I was telling you about the shape of the tank. Here goes a bounce from the 88 because he shot me on the upper plate of the tank. While I was angling, I could bounce that shot. I can tell you honestly, was not intentional, but as I said, randomly you get some bounces on this tank because of its shape, and every time is a very nice thing. Now I'm going for the Nashorn because I knew I could take him out with just one shot, and here comes again another bounce on the upper plate. Very good. I mean, I can just take it. I mean, I did appreciate a lot the bounce. And here go with the last shot on the 88. Pretty average battle, standing at 2174 damage, third class. Nothing really spectacular, but yeah, as you could see, I could handle the end of the battle just because the enemy was pretty weak and I could clear them both. But if was going to be different from that, if the 88 for example was going to be more healthy, that was going to be pretty hard to win. Alright guys, I hope I could give you some good information about this tank to know if you want to have it in your garage or you prefer to spend your season coins in some other better offers. What I can tell you is that for sure is an enjoyable tank to play. You really enjoy a lot to play it, to run with it. I mean, it has a very particular style, it's very nice looking, it got pretty much things going for it. But yeah, if you're expecting an OP tank, well, this is not really an OP tank. Honestly, look into the stats and all we just discussed till now, it's a very balanced tank, and that's practically all about it. Even the credit coefficient stays at 145 if I'm not wrong, which is not that spectacular, but will own you a pretty amount at the end of a battle. So this is all my point of view about this tank. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to push that like button under the video and type me in the comment if you do agree on what I said or not, and don't forget as well to subscribe to the channel. So see you next time, have fun and keep on tanking. See you guys, Bel Fury!